Hello everybody, can you hear me? Please type on the right side. Can you hear me or not? Can you hear me? Yes, we are. Yeah. Mustafa, nice to meet you. Today I'll tell you about the structure of course of clinical biochemistry. How can we learn this subject? And first I want to tell you that clinical biochemistry is a part of laboratory diagnostics. And hi, Prof. Mustafa Hamida. Hi, Prof. Hi, Mustafa. And clinical biochemistry is a part of laboratory diagnostics and which uses biochemical methods of investigation of and diagnostics of different diseases, human diseases. So I want to show the structure of clinical biochemistry, and first I want to tell you that this video will be reserved on YouTube, and you can see this video again later. So if you have any questions, you may type, you may ask me your questions, and I will try to answer for your questions. So at first, to find clinical biochemistry course on Moodle, you have to go on Moodle at first. You have to find wait a second. You have to go on Moodle and find Department of General and Biological Chemistry and Clinical Laboratory Diagnostics. After that, you have to enter into this part, onto this link, and you have to find clinical biochemistry. After that, you may enter to this course. If I want to tell you anything important, I use this block, and I will type you messages, different messages for you, head of groups, of different groups as yours. All right. The next point. So we are nine students. Okay, clinical biochemistry. We will start to learn clinical biochemistry, which we will study 5 most important parts of clinical biochemistry. The first one is a clinical biochemistry of cardiovascular system. The next one, clinical biochemistry of liver. The next one, clinical biochemistry of carbohydrates. Next, clinical biochemistry of thyroid gland. And clinical biochemistry of kidneys. So we will start to learn from introduction lesson. So the structure of this lesson you may see on this file. It contains plans for the practical structure of course, rating system, and literature. So after that, so this is a first lesson, or zero lesson. So all parts of this course will contain two main parts. Is a theory and clinical cases. So you can find this theory in the first section of this course, clinical biochemistry of cardiovascular system theory, clinical biochemistry of cardiovascular system clinical cases. Theory means that we will discuss, or I will answer for questions when to describe a mechanism of development of different diseases, like cardiovascular diseases or diseases of liver. And theory, the is a theoretical biochemistry, which a little bit related with different different laboratory tests, biochemical tests. Clinical cases. On clinical cases, we will discuss different problems, clinical situations. So in the first part, the theory, we will discuss general principles of working of different systems, cardiovascular system, liver, etc. And when we will start to discuss clinical cases, you may look this file, and these files contain clinical situation. So I will try to explain different clinical cases which should be related with laboratory tests. So we have to understand what happened with this appropriate patient, what happened with his results of laboratory tests, what happened, how this disease was developed. So this part contains problems. So this file contains clinical biochemistry, cardiovascular system problems related with this system. The next one, clinical biochemistry of liver, contains problems which are related with diseases of liver. I will show you this one. So clinical case, number, a source where we took this clinical case. Okay, how to prepare to how to prepare to biochemical tests, or to clinical biochemistry. You may have the different sources of information. So the first one, the main one, is a literature, different textbooks. So you may download them from Moodle. So these are Crook, Clinical Biochemistry and Metabolic Medicine, Dasgupta, Clinical Chemistry, Immunology, Laboratory Quality Control, Macpherson, Clinical Diagnosis and Management by Laboratory Methods, Rasek, Clinical Biochemistry, and Walker, Clinical Biochemistry Lecture Notes. You may choose any of these books. Some of them contain more parts or less parts, but I prefer to use this one, Walker, the last one. I will show you this book. So Clinical Biochemistry Lecture Notes, Simon Walker and other authors. So you may find appropriate part. For example, if you want to understand, want to learn different. Wait a second. Так, это что у нас? Так. If we study cardiovascular disorders, clinical biochemistry of cardiovascular system. So here, this part on Moodle, clinical biochemistry of cardiovascular system. So these notes, lecture notes, contain theory. So I want to show you theory. Wait a second. Theory. Так. So theory. Wait a second. Cardiovascular disorders. So you have to read approximately from 20 to 30 pages of theoretical information, and you may understand clinical biochemistry, principles of clinical biochemistry, in this case of cardiovascular disorders. This is the main and the primary source of information, books. The second one is are lectures. Some of them already uploaded on YouTube, so you can find a link on YouTube, and you may listen it, or you may look at these lectures and understand my explanation. These are two main sources of information. Additional source of information is lectures or presentations of these lectures. So you may find, again, you may find here lectures. So we are on Moodle, lectures, folder lectures, and here you may open my presentation. So these presentations are theses, so they contain the main information of this topic. These are. You may look and download these presentations from Moodle. So how can we control your knowledge? How can I control your knowledge? So you may find a specific link, clinical biochemistry cardiovascular system computer-based test. One of the most important part of this education. So a computer-based test will check your theoretical knowledges. The second one is a review work. Will be related with salvation of different clinical cases. So after that, before this lesson, I will show you how you have to answer for these questions. So the main idea, computer Moodle will give you a clinical case, and you have to describe what happened with this patient. Before this review work, I will explain most of these clinical cases, so it will be, I hope that it will be easy for you. So after that, at the end of this course, I'll give you final computer-based test, training and control work, computer-based test. That's it. If you have many questions, please you may type these questions right here, right now, or if you have asked me directly, please find my Telegram and connect with me. Right? So the next topic will be devoted to clinical biochemistry of cardiovascular diseases, and you have to prepare for this topic. You have to read appropriate part in one of these textbooks or lectures notes. So if you have any questions right now, you may type them. No questions? No questions. See, okay. So The next lesson will be after 2 weeks later, and please prepare for the first topic, clinical biochemistry of cardiovascular disease. If you have any questions, you may type. I prefer using Telegram, and we already talked with your head of group. So, and if you have no questions, please thank you, and we will finish. Okay. Okay, bye.